Hey Womblers! I'm Emmi and I'm on a mission to explore every station on the London Underground. I visit one station a week and then do little videos and record my findings. I do a little tour of the area, a little history tour. So welcome aboard. Let's check out London Paddington. So right now we're in the newly opened Elizabeth line section. So this opened in May 2022. It's absolutely beautiful. This new section was designed by Weston Williamson, and this beautiful cloud formation artwork on the ceiling there is artwork by Spencer Finch. Here's a little summary of the station, and now we're walking into the main train station, which opened in 1868. So it was designed by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. He took his inspiration from the Crystal Palace. He liked all the glass roof in there and kind of copied that idea, and this is what we've got here. And for the most part it's the same as it was during Victorian times. It had a little bit of damage in World War II, but not a lot. So what you see here is what it would have originally looked like. Here's Isambard Kingdom Brunel. They erected this monument to him on one of the platforms. And then here is the Paddington Bear gift shop. One of the things I love about London is it's got its little quirks, and I love that, we've got a gift shop in one of our train stations dedicated to Paddington Bear, and then we've got a gift shop in King's Cross dedicated to Harry Potter and the 9 3/4 platform. I just think it's iconic. So, I mean, here you can buy little sandwich wraps for your marmalade sandwiches. It's super cute. Okay, so before we start our tour, let's have a little look at Paddington and just go through, what's there. What's north of Paddington, what's east, what's south, what's west. Never eat shredded wheat. That's what I was always taught. And I always like to get my bearings of an area and look at it in terms of cardinal directions. I love walking, and my channel is all about, trying to encourage people to walk London, to explore, and also to sort of learn that from watching my videos, how close everything is together. So a 30-minute walk from Paddington going north will get you out towards Lord's Cricket Ground, Maida Vale, and if you go slightly northeast, it will get you to Regent's Park. A 30-minute walk east from Paddington will get you out towards Marylebone, Oxford Circus. You can get all the way to Oxford Circus walking east from there. A 30-minute walk south from Paddington will take you down to the conjoined parks of Kensington Gardens and Hyde Park, and, get you all the way down to Knightsbridge, basically. And a 30-minute walk west will take you all the way out past Royal Oak, Westbourne Park, and out to sort of Notting Hill area. So, everything's really close together. And from Paddington, you can reach really cool areas of London on foot. For this tour, I've plotted out a little map using my Go Jauntly app. These little routes that I do are available to download for free in the Go Jauntly app. It's a free app. It's available in the App Store. I use it. I love it. I've got the premium version, but the free version's, it's got everything that you need. So yeah, if you like this little walk that I do, the maps are available, but I'll take you through during the video and show you, where I'm going and what I'm doing. We're going to come out of the tube station and walk through the main concourse of the train station out towards the north exit. So if you look at the footage, this is where I'm walking down this little side bit past Cafe Nero and past Pret, and that will pop you out here. Oh, I like this mural. It goes through the history of the station. It will pop you out here, which is a side exit which takes you up towards the Grand Union Canal. You can see here on the map. You'll walk past some restaurants. They've got restaurants on barges along. This one's a cheese barge, and there's also the Paddington barge, which is like a bar. There's some really cool boats here. This is the Grand Union Canal, and if you go sort of east from there, it will take you out to Paddington Basin, which we'll see in a minute. This is Paddington Central. This is a new bit. Back in the day, this used to be a bit run down, but they've chucked a load of money at it and put some offices and some swanky outdoor seating area, like a amphitheatre type area. It's really, really nice. And lots of little sort of shops, some chain, some independent, but beautifully well done. And lots of flats and offices. Whenever I come here, it's always quite quiet, and I'm not sure if that many people know about it. But yeah, it's nice. If you like quiet and you're getting a bit fed up at the train station, maybe pop yourself out the side door and go down here for something to eat and a coffee rather than, the busy train station, which can be a bit hectic. Right, we are just on the towpath now of the Grand Union Canal. We're going to go across this little footbridge and walk over and just explore on the other side of the canal. If you head west from here, it will get you out to Little Venice. So if you go east, it gets you to Paddington Basin. If you go west, it gets you to Little Venice. We're not going to do that. We'll cover Little Venice when I cover Warwick Avenue. So we're going to go through this underpass on our way out to find Paddington Green. I like this funky little underpass. It basically takes you underneath the busy road. I think it's the Malibone flyover. So definitely take the underpass. And it pops you out here. You'll see on the map. Here we've got a fairly new art installation. 3 statues. One is Mary Seacole. One is Alan Turing, codebreaker. And the other is Michael Bond, the writer of Paddington. There's lots of new art in and around Paddington, which I love to see. From there, we're walking past St Mary's Square and Flemming House. You'll note there's quite a few references to Alexander Flemming in the area. That's because he discovered penicillin at St Mary's Hospital, which is just behind here. But I'll take you there in a bit. This is the churchyard of St Mary's Hospital, and we're just about to cross over to find Paddington Green, which is a fairly famous landmark in Paddington. Although, to be honest, I thought it was something or nothing. I mean, it did have some beautiful trees. Look at these gorgeous old trees. London planes, I think. Absolutely stunning. And a few beautiful houses over the back. But there was a lot of construction going on. And then you've got that really annoying busy road running past. So I didn't find it particularly peaceful or tranquil. But, I mean, it is a pretty garden. From there, we're crossing back through an underpass under the road to pop out here, which is Merchant's Place. This is cool, very bougie. It reminded me a bit of Coldrop's Yard. So we're basically back over next to the Grand Union Canal again, heading towards Paddington Basin. So they've got some outdoor seating, outdoor cinema. This is Paddington Basin, which in its heyday would have been a hive of activity when people were relying on the canals for transportation. Now they've developed it, put lots of shiny flats there. It is nice. You've got the reflections of the water, the reflections of the shiny glass. It's all open and light. I like this little nature area they put here. I thought it was really well done. From there, I cut through a little side alley past Superdrug, which popped me out opposite this beauty. Number 28. Praed Street. Now, I've looked this up. It used to be called the Grand Junction Arms, and it was built in 1930. It's not listed, but I just love the architecture on here. You can see, it's definitely a 1930s style, Art Nouveau, Art Deco piece of architecture. And then it's really weird because it's got this mock Tudor panelling above. I just thought it was really interesting building. I mean, it used to be a pub. It's not anymore. It's called Fantasia Grill House or something random like that. But I liked it. Just down from there, we've got the famous St Mary's Hospital, where Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. So you've got the old part there and the new part here. Very famous hospital. Quite a lot of famous people have been born here. Prince William, Prince Harry, Prince George. A lot of the royals were born in this hospital. And it is stunning. This is the older part, but look at the architecture on here. It is absolutely beautiful. And then down the corner of there, you've got a plaque here for Alexander Fleming. Sorry about all the scaffolding. They're doing some work there. And then down the side, they've got a Alexander Fleming museum. And I just want to look at this sign. Is this not the best use of a logo you've ever seen? It's a petri dish. I love marketing. I love logos. I love graphic design. And I just think this is absolutely brilliant. So the museum was closed. I couldn't go in, but it's there. From there, we're going to cross over and make our way down to some side roads. I love these old industrial Victorian buildings. Look at this one. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it when they've got the signs, put into the brickwork. And so it's just there for all eternity. It's lovely. Beautiful houses down here. I mean, these are probably really expensive. But back in the day, they would have just been little railway cottages. From there, we're making our way to Norfolk Square, which is really beautiful. Found a couple of blue plaques round there. A lot of these are now hotels, but I mean, back in the day, they would have been homes for affluent Georgian and Victorian families. Found a little squirrel in the park, super cute. So while we're watching him, if I could just invite you to like and subscribe to my channel, that would be fab. I've got thousands of followers over on Instagram, which is amazing and brilliant, but not many over here. And I love doing these longer videos and longer tours, but no one really seems to watch them and nobody subscribes. So if you like this, please give me a like and subscribe. Right, that's enough of that. Baking bowl put away. We are back in Norfolk Square Gardens, where you can do some free yoga. I love yoga. Thought I'd put it here. Now we've got this really cool sculpture with like paparazzi dogs taking pictures of Paddington Bear. I thought it was really cool. I looked it up and it's actually called Paparazzi Dogs by Jill and Mark. I thought it was fantastic. I think it's a temporary installation. So yeah, come check it out. From there, we're going to be walking down to Sussex Gardens, where there's this interesting house on the corner where the windows are bricked up. And I don't know why. They're bricked up on this side of the road and the other side of the road. So if you know, can you leave me a comment? Because I'd just love to know why they've done that. Okay, from Sussex Gardens, we're going to find our way down Bathhurst Mews, which is so cool. So it's just off there, and then you go down this little alleyway and it pops you out down one of these fantastic Mews streets. So what these are is basically back in the day when people used to own like really big, posh, expensive houses, they'd also have like a stable that would be attached to the house. Well, not attached to it, but you'd buy the house and then you'd get a little stable in like a side street that would sort of come as part of the property, and that's where you'd stable your horses. So that's what these are. I mean, these are actually residential now, but anyway, down here there's two remaining stables, and so this is the only Mews in London that's got two stables still in operation. You'll see the horses here, so they stable the horses there, and then people can hire them out and then take them out into Hyde Park Gardens, Kensington Gardens, and go out on the bridle paths there. So yeah, I mean the houses down here are absolutely stunning. One of these will set you back between 1.5 and 2 million. I mean, they're tiny little houses, like little 2-bed properties, but yeah, absolutely beautiful. I want to buy one of these. Just down from at the end of that road, there's a little pub. It's called the Stable Hand. That's an old pub. It's been there a long time. Right, so moving on, we're going to head east towards Gloucester Square on the hunt for some more blue plaques. Here's one. Lady Violet Bonham Carter, who was a politician and a writer, and is also Helena Bonham Carter's grandmother. Helena Bonham Carter, as in Fight Club, Harry Potter. Oh, I loved her in Fight Club, and The Crown. Right, moving on, we're going down Clarendon Place, heading south, because we're looking for this plaque, which is Sir Giles Gilbert Scott, who designed, it was an architect who designed, among other things, the iconic red telephone boxes. And look at his house. I mean, you can tell he's an architect, right? This house is iconic as well. I love the front door. I love it. I love the shape. It's a beautiful, very unique looking house. And at the bottom of that street, you've got the conjoined parks of Kensington Gardens and Hyde Park. So we're not going to go in there. I've covered the parks. I recently did a video on Lancaster Gate, which covered sort of the top of Kensington Gardens all the way down the Serpentine and round, and I've also done Hyde Park Corner, and I'll be doing more park videos in the future, so I'm not going in there today. We're going to go round that corner and then up, because we're in the search for W.H. Smith's house, which is there. Can you just see it on the corner there? W.H. Smith, famous bookseller. This house though, I love this house. It's absolutely stunning and so clean. Absolutely beautiful part of the world, with a park at the bottom of the street and this house on the corner. It was very well kept. I love the architecture, but this one I was really taken with. It was absolutely beautiful. Right, from there we're going to Hyde Park Garden Mews to have a mooch and look at some of these beautiful little Mews houses that I love so much. I was lucky enough to come across some riders, so I'm going to put the sound in because you've got to listen to the sound. It's great to hear the horses clip-clopping along the cobbles. It's like if you close your eyes, you can imagine yourself back in time. I love it. Right, we're walking along here because I wanted to show you this one last thing, which is the wisteria down here. We're a bit off season because I recorded this in October. But there's some beautiful wisteria down here in one of these houses, which is absolutely stunning. So if you're going to come, try and time it in wisteria season. And if you love wisteria, check out Chain Walk near Sloane Square as well. I've done a video on that, so have a look at my Sloane Square video. There's something about wisteria that just feels quintessentially British, and I love this one. I mean, this is a very well-established plant. I mean, this has got to have been here for hundreds of years, and it's been well trained around the windows and everything. I just think it's absolutely stunning. Right, from there, we're going to be heading back up towards the train station now, going up towards Sussex Gardens. Then we're going to do a little turn off along Spring Street and do Conduit Mews before heading back. Here's our little map. Right, here's Spring Street. It's called Spring Street because back in the day, there used to be a Paddington spring, like a freshwater spring here, and that's why it's called that. And then just off from here, there's Conduit Mews, which the reason it's called Conduit is because underneath they used to make wooden pipes, which they used to call conduits, to sort of feed the water from Paddington Spring down to the city. And because Paddington's higher up than the city, gravity-wise, they used to be able to get the water and feed the water down to the city using gravity. Right, we're in Conduit Mews now. It's lovely down here. I feel like I've taken you down every Mews street in Paddington, but they are a sight to behold, right? Look at this pink house. I mean, I just can't believe it. I don't even know where they've got this pink barrier and these pink bollards from, but I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like each house they've decided to paint like an ice cream colour. It's just fantastic. Right, from there, at the end of Conduit Mews, we'll pop out by the Pride of Paddington pub, which is a beautiful old pub. And then if you look across the road, opposite there, you've got this iconic clock with the man in. I'm sure you've seen this on Instagram before. I've definitely seen it on Instagram. But it's brilliant, right? It was created by Dutch artist Martin Baars. And it's actually, it's digital. When you get up close, you can see. But from a distance, it does look like there's a little man trapped inside the clock, turning the hands. So yeah, I like it. It's quirky. And then just across from there, you've got this, which is The Wild Table of Love by artists Gilly and Mark, who did the paparazzi dogs that we saw earlier. So I thought this was really cool. Every time I come down here to get footage of it, it's absolutely packed with people. So people obviously love it. Right, and that's basically it for our tour of Paddington. I hope you enjoyed that. That took us 20 minutes to get round. I think it took me about 2 hours all in all walking round. But then obviously I was taking photos and videos and stopping off for coffee and all of that. So yeah, it was a lovely walk. Like I said earlier, if you want to do the walk, you can download my maps from the Go Jauntly app. Here we're at the entrance to the Paddington tube station, which is on the opposite side of the road from the rail station. There's two entrances. There's one on that side of the road, then there's one in the actual station concourse, and then they've got the new Elizabeth line bit down the side entrance where the old taxi rank used to be. This is footage from the platform of the old Bakerloo line. I'm a big Bakerloo fan. I like those school, like the old school. I do like the Bakerloo trains. They're very retro, some of my faves. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed our little tour of Paddington. And yeah, if you did, please subscribe. I'd love some more subscribers. Like I said earlier, I don't have many, so it'd be lovely to have a few more people on board. And thank you so much for watching. I do new stations each week. This is station number 15. So yeah, have a look back at my others to see where we've been, and catch up with me on Instagram to see where we're going.